Hola mis Sirenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Sirenita, and today we're doing a review, first impressions, and swatches of Beauty Creations Tiana palette. You guys, when you guys get it, right, it comes with this little slip right here. So it does come with this slip, and you take it out. It's a cardboard slip, right? And I honestly love this design that they came up with because it's just so Tiana without being head-on Disney Tiana, because obviously they can't, you know, copyright stuff like that, but it is very pretty the way it screams Tiana. Like, honestly, the design in the back, you guys just have all of the ingredients. It does say like a warning, not tested on animals. It's from Los Angeles. I believe it's made in China, but it is distributed by Beauty Creations. And then it has like the number sequence of the shadows. I don't know why they do that. None of the shadows have names. They never have names. They just have them by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you take that slip off, it does of course come like this. And this is the design of it, Tiana. In the back it just says Beauty Creations Tiana. 35 grams. That's all it says. Cruelty free. And then you open it up and it has that same gorgeous design right here on top. These are the tones in here. They have a lot of greens and some purples right here. They do have some little pinks right here in this area. That's like about as neutral as you're going to get apart from this one and that one. But the rest are pretty, like, they have bronze, golds, a lot of green and blue, like I said, and then some purple. But I love that they added this black. I think even though it's actually a black with like blue glitter in there, I didn't get to use that today, but I actually like that they added that in there. I mostly stuck to the blues today. I do have some green on my eye. I did do like a little live about it. If you guys want to see the tutorials, like a little live where I'm just doing this one eye right here. Because personally, I don't have a lot of time to be doing videos, like tutorial videos right now, sitting down with you guys. And I don't know. I just figured today I'll just go live and do my eye look. And then you guys could see what colors I use if you're interested in the eye look that I did today. Other than that, my eye looks are nothing like extraordinary. I don't consider them that. But what I am going to do comparisons to the Island Girl and the Jasmine, because I figure a lot of people are going to be asking that anyways. But I won't be doing like full complete, you know, comparisons. What I'm going to be doing is that I'm just going to basically show you guys side by side comparisons like this. And then I will be swatching whatever colors that I see eyeballing wise look alike, and then compare those. Because honestly, if I have to swatch every single one on this, like from the new palette Tiana, and then like this, that's a lot of shadows and only so much look alike. Like, I can honestly say between the Jasmine and the Tiana, maybe not even, oh my god, just one purple, that's it. One purple and a pink. That's it. A purple and a pink. And then the Moana one, I honestly saw, like, I believe it was 2 blues. It was like 2 blues that looked alike. No greens. No greens. Oh, the terracotta orange one that I used down here. That one looks alike. Yeah, there's like no comparison. Honestly, you guys could wear both of them. You could totally own all 3, you know, palettes, and it wouldn't make a difference. So before I start the comparisons, I will do the swatches first, just to get that out the way. Hopefully, if that's all you came for, then that's all you need, right? So I'm going to start right here in this corner. I'm going to go clear across each of the rows until we get to the end of this palette. None of them have names, so I'm just going to describe to them, you know, like I'm going to go in that first row like that, second row. You can't really tell you guys, you know, what the names are. They don't have names, but I can tell you guys what they feel like, what they look like, all that stuff. So the first one is a really gold, buttery, smooth. This is a shimmer. It's gorgeous. Honestly, it looks like one of those blinding metallic golds. Look how beautiful that is. It's like a bronze gold, honestly, now that I'm looking at it. But it's so gorgeous. The second one is the one that I use for my inner corner highlight. I used it as my inner corner highlight. It's a soft sage green and it has little micro glitters in there. Like, oh, I put it on and I was like, oh, that's hella nice. So next you have this yellow shimmer. This is a very vibrant yellow. So it's not like a regular just fade in the bound, like gold yellow. No, it's not. It's a very vibrant yellow. You guys could tell it's yellow, look. But it is a shimmer. It's not a matte. Next you have this pink salmon. It's like a salmon pink matte. Honestly, it looks a little bit too ashy for my skin. I think it'll be okay. It'll probably be okay. It's a little too light for my taste, and I probably would never use it. But that's just me, okay? Don't listen to me. Next, you have this pearlesque white. Yeah, it's like a pearlesque shimmer. I probably wouldn't use that either, you guys. If I'm being honest, those are not colors that I usually gravitate towards, so I don't use them. But it looks pretty. Like for an inner corner highlight, I probably still would use it. I'm not sure if I would use it for anything else. You could probably use that as a secondary highlight too. Look, for a highlight, it does have this blinding pearlized. Not on me probably because it's too light for me. But I hear that the silver type, almost whites, are very good for lighter skin individuals. Me, it just makes me look weird. I tried it. So the next one is this pink shimmer. Very in your face pink. That's buttery smooth. Then you have this pink matte. Look at that. Now, I forgot to mention to you guys that I always forget to mention this. Like, oh, it irritates me. That a lot of these have little designs like they do all the time. So this one has a heart. This one has, I believe what it is, it's a lotus flower, right? On Tiana's dress. And then you have another heart over here, another heart, another lotus flowers right here, lotus flowers right here too. So yeah, those are the ones you guys know. I probably forget to mention it because after a while, after you use the palette so many times, the little pictures that are pressed on there become non-existent after a while. You don't see them anymore, okay? That's probably why I forget to tell you guys. So next you have this glitter. This is a pressed glitter. This is a gold bronze. Oh God, look at how gorgeous that is. This is straight up glitter. I want to call it straight up glitter, okay? It's not a pressed pigment with glitter because even though it feels like it, it's weird that it does feel like it's a shimmer like on the bottom and then it has all this glitter throughout it. But I might be wrong and it might be completely just straight up glitter. Either way, that bronze is a gorgeous tone. Like I would wear that because for a neutral, I don't wear a lot of neutral, looks. But when I do, I go for bronze and golds and dark browns. That's the looks that I go for. Next one is a glitter. This is the glitter that I used right over my lid. So it's green. It's like a light chartreuse green. But then inside of the glitter, because it's got this, you don't expect a good swatch, okay? Because with the adhesive, it creates this very ugly swatch. But it has like lavender shaded, like color lavender glitters in there. I don't even know if you guys could see that, but in person, it is freaking nice. I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? Those are like periwinkle, almost lavender type of glitters mixed in with all those light green glitters in there. It looks unique to me. I don't have a glitter like that in my entire collection. Let me tell you, I have a ton of glitters, and I don't have one that looks like that. Next, you have another shimmer or yellow. Why would they add two shimmer yellows? That's a shimmer. That's a shimmer. Why would they do that? I was just noticing that right now. They look so similar too. I want to say that one's more bright and this one is more toned down. That's what it honestly looks like, but still they're both yellows. Look at that. I don't get that. Why did they do that? Look. Right there. Top, bottom. Like they're even in the same freaking row. They couldn't be bothered to move them around and trick people, but like, no, it's not the same color, but you put it right there. And I can see that. Next, we have the only neutral shade that's in here, okay? It's a very light caramel brown. Honestly, for a transition, I think it's passable for me. But it's pretty light. I don't know, you guys. You tell me, would you use it? Because I'm thinking to like blend a harsher tone out, maybe. But on its own, I don't know, man. You guys can't convince me. Look at this next one. This is a very bright pink. I want to call it like a bubblegum pink. It's very pretty. It's a matte. That other one was a matte too, you guys. If I didn't get to mention, that one was a matte too. But look how pretty that one is. Honestly, I would love to wear that one if I didn't feel like... I feel like I would look weird in that color. I don't know why. Oh my god, this next shade. What the heck is this? Oh, I love purples. You guys, if you don't know, my favorite color is purple. I am living for this shade. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Oh my god. That's such a pretty purple to put in there. Completely random. I don't know why they would add a purple, honestly, but I'm here for purple if they add it in the palette. I figured they were going to want to add some other type of color because obviously Tiana is green, right? She's all type of greens in her dress and stuff. But I figured not everybody was going to want so many greens in a palette, so they were going to have to obviously add some other type of color in it. This next one, oh my god! You guys, I get excited because this is my first time swatching these. And, oh my god. This is buttery smooth. Like, ridiculously buttery. And it looks so pretty. Oh my god, I love that shade. That is a gorgeous purple. You guys, they have another purple here, but that's in the next row. Okay, we can't do it right now. But that other one is pretty too, okay? So, next row, we have this green. Very Kelly green. That's what you would call it. It's a Kelly green matte. And that is a gorgeous green. I think they have a similar color to this in... I'm not sure if it's the jasmine one. It might be the jasmine one. There's like a green close to this one. Or you know what? It might have been in the other one. Maybe the clown one. I'm not even sure. I'm only planning on doing comparisons to these two palettes. If you guys want the Halloween comparisons, then leave me a comment and I'll do that. I'll probably do that randomly on a day, you know, where I don't have anything to do, and then I'll just do that. Just comparison. Videos on just comparisons are fast, okay? It's when I have to do a whole tutorial, review, and all that stuff. And the bigger the collection, the longer the video. It's ridiculous. So the next one is this darker, this is like a very mossy type of green. And this is another matte as well. Very pretty, pretty one. Look at that. I love greens, okay? Obviously, it's on my face, but I know that not a lot of people are going to probably like this palette because of greens. Next, we have a light lime green. This looks like a pastel green almost because it's just very bright. Look at how light that is. But look at that pigmentation. Like, Beauty Creations didn't come to play, y'all. They were like, bring it. Next, you have a glitter. This is a glitter. It's a green glitter. Oh my god. Y'all, I have a lot of greens, right? Especially from Hip Dot. If you guys ever buy Hip Dot glitters, their glitters there are gorgeous. So when I see a unique type of color glitter that I don't have in my collection, I get excited. I don't have a green like this. I don't. I have a darker green, like a Christmassy green. Not one that looks just like this. This is a gorgeous green. Look at that. That is a very pretty green to have, especially if you love glitters. I get it. Not a lot of people like glitters, obviously. You don't. If you see my tutorial, my live tutorial, if you guys don't want to add the glitter, you totally don't have to. Because I get it. People don't like glitter. A lot of people say, oh, you know, you shouldn't be using it and all that stuff. To each his own. You like glitter, you use it at your own discretion. Just be careful, and that's it. You know, that's the best advice I can give you. But I'm a glitter person, and I like glitter. So next we have a very... powder blue. Ooh, I love this one. Y'all, this is such a gorgeous tone. Look at that. Can you guys see that? I think I covered that other the glitter just trying to put that thing on. Oh my god. But you guys can see it, right? Oh my god, that's so pretty. I love that one. Then you have this darker, this is a very creamy, I want to call it like a matte. It feels soft, almost creamy, almost like a cream to powder, but it is a matte. It's a matte, but it's a very soft matte. It doesn't look like, it doesn't feel like the one that I just used. The one that I just used felt more of a matte formula. This felt one more creamy, powdery maybe. But look how gorgeous that blue is. Oh my god. So that is the one that I use as my transition shade. I was over here trying to remember. That is my transition shade blue. And it does show up super pigmented, like it did not come to play. And it blends out beautifully. I think, honestly, blue is one of those type of shades that it looks weird on my skin tone. That's what I think. People tell me that you look very pretty in blue, but I think I look better in green versus blue. Blue just, for some reason, I think blue looks really weird on me, okay? But that's just me. I might be wrong, and you guys might tell me, no, Sarah, you look pretty in blue, but I feel weird in blue for some reason. I think it's just too much. It's too much. I'm going to start on this arm, and that purple shade that I told you guys earlier, this has the lotus flower in it. Look at this. It's just like this plummy purple. Ooh. Y'all, I love these tones of purple. They remind me of like just this berry tone purple, and I live for berry tone purples. Like, ugh, that's so beautiful. I'm extra right now, you guys. I just had my tea. Next row, we have this pressed pigment green. Y'all, that is a gorgeous color. Like, look at that. It's like this metallic teal green. Emerald. Oh, God. Look at this. It's got micro glitters in there. It is buttery. Jesus, look at that. Oh. This is the one. Y'all, I'm being extra. I'm sorry. They're gonna think I'm crazy. They're like, now, normally, you guys, I'm not like this all the time. Okay? I promise you that. Not all the time, okay? Next one is an olivey green. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. This is like an olive tone green. It's a matte. I love this one. It's very pretty. That's a nice color. Now we have that. This is that orange. I want to call it like a terracotta reddish orange. That's the one that I used down here. This one is a matte as well. Has a little bit of fallout, okay? That is one swatch right there. Now, the only thing that I experienced with that tone in particular is when I was applying it on, it did fade. So it's not as vibrant as it is in the palette versus how it comes out on your eye. When you put it on your eye, it does die down some. But it wasn't a deal breaker for me. Definitely, I didn't think it was like a huge thing. I just felt like, okay, it doesn't look exactly like that, but it's not bad either. You know, take it in stride. It costs $19. I don't think that's bad, okay? That's one dud. And not even a dud. It's like a half a dud. It's not completely bad, but it's not completely good either, okay? Now I'm going for this bronzy type of... This is a bronze shimmer. Buttery smooth as well. Look at that. Now my fingers are stained somewhat because of those purples and blues that I was swatching earlier. So just be aware that if you guys get staining on your eyes, it'll most likely be because of pigmentation. I don't know. I haven't taken anything off my face, right? I can't tell you guys, but just in case, I like to mention it. Next we have this. Ooh, look at this blue. This is the ocean blue one, okay? This is so gorgeous. Look at that. I love that. That's such a beautiful blue. Especially if you love these type of tones. Y'all, that's really pretty. Next we have an even darker. This is a darker shade of shimmer blue. One is actually, the one on top is actually has micro glitter, and the one on the bottom is like a true shimmer. It doesn't have any micro glitters at all. So one is clearly darker than the other. Next you have, this is a pressed pigment with glitter. This is a lavender type of purple. Look how pretty that is. And it is like a dark lavender. I would consider it like a dark lavender. It's not light. But it's very pretty. I love those type of purples as well. Yeah, anything purple, you throw it in the palette. It's bought. It's sold to me. You don't even got to show me the rest. I want it. These blues in here are kicking my butt. Look at this. They're staining the heck out of my fingers. Okay, next row we have this very dark green. It almost looks like a black now that I'm like swatching it. Like a gray. It might be a gray. But honestly, it has something of green in there. So, and buttery smooth shimmer, okay, as well. It might be a gray, but I honestly think it's just like a very dark green. And it's so dark that it looks like a gray, okay? That's what I'm saying. But I honestly think it's a green. And then the next one is a very dark forest type of green matte. This one is showing up somewhat patchy. And it's dry and grainy, okay? But yeah, it does show up a little patchy on the sides especially. I don't know if you guys are going to have problems. Honestly, I didn't use that one today, but I don't know. It's up to you guys, okay? Next we have this is a pressed pigment with glitter. It's a shimmer with glitter. And it is very buttery smooth. This is like a sage green. This one I used as my secondary color on my entire lid. That was before I added that glitter, and this is the one that I used. Very pretty. Now we have this royal blue. I use this one as my outer corner. It is a matte, and it does feel kind of grainy, like very, you know, rough, but I didn't have any problems with blending, so it's very, and it's like pigmented. It's very pigmented. Just as like how it looks like that. Might look a little bit darker blue, but still, it didn't come to play, okay? Then you have this, oh, look at this blue. I love it. It's so pretty. It's a matte as well. Next we have this. This is a shimmer blue. I want to call it like an ultraviolet blue because it's very in your face type of blue. And it has hints of purple in it. Now this is a very dry type of shimmer. It's not buttery. It's very like almost so chunky that you have to spread it out like peanut butter. But oh my god, does it deliver. Look how gorgeous that is. I really love those blues. Honestly, like I said, I feel really weird in blue. I don't think it looks nice on me, but I do get drawn by blues. They just like call out to me. I love blue. It's just, it's a gorgeous color. But honestly, when I put it on, I think I look like Patchy McPatch or something. It feels like I look like a clown. And then last but not least, we have this black in here. It is a black with, I want to call it like almost lavender or light blue glitters throughout it. So it is a matte with glitter or sequin glitter, however you want to call it. Not my favorite type of formula, definitely not. It has a ton of fallout right now that I'm just doing the swatches. But it's a black, you know, and it's always nice to have either a dark brown or a black in a palette because it's just, it makes the palette more workable, especially if you don't want color on top of color on top of color. If you want a smoky eye, and it gives you that option. It's very convenient to have either one. And that's pretty much it for all of the swatches, y'all. I honestly think it's worth it. It's worth the $19. It has a lot of blues, a lot of greens. If you like those type of tones, I would say buy it. And just eyeballing it. Just by eyeballing it, comparing it like to the Island Girl, which is the Moana, and the Jasmine, I would say that it's safe. You can have all three. You can totally own all three, and it wouldn't make a huge difference because some of them are maybe have like two that are copies, like they look exactly alike, but I'm betting that when we swatch them, they're not going to look anything alike. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move on to the comparisons. We're going to do side-by-side comparisons like that. And then I'm just going to swatch whatever I think eyeballing looks, you know. I'm not going to do like this because, let's be honest, 35 shades takes both of my hands. There's no way to possibly swatch every single one and do comparisons. So what I will do is if I see a color, like for example, if I see another purple that looks similar to that in one of the other two, then I'll just swatch it next to the original and just compare them like that and show you guys, okay, they do look alike or they don't look alike. That's how I'm going to do it, okay? So let's get started with those comparisons. Okay, so first I'm going to compare this to the Jasmine palette because I feel that it has a lot of similarity between the Jasmine and the Tiana because of the blues and the greens in there. Like I said, when I looked at the Island Girl, there's not like a huge thing, you guys. Honestly, they don't look that like. But this is a side-by-side comparison, or top to bottom, I should rather say. And y'all, there's not a whole lot of difference. Honestly, I was looking at them and I was, you know what? There's maybe like 1 or 2 shades. But to me, I can honestly tell you guys that you could totally own both and it wouldn't affect you at all. $19, it wouldn't affect you. I'm going to eyeball it and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to swatch. Obviously, there's this one pink right here that is very drawing me at my attention. So I would say the most ones that I see right now off the bat that look a lot similar, right? There's this pink right here in the Tiana palette. And it looks very similar to this pink right here. So I'm going to do side-by-side swatches of those. And then I'm trying to see what else. That purple does look like that purple. But honestly, that purple's a lot more berry tone than that purple. So I'm not even going to bother. It does not look a lot alike. I want to say that one, right? This one right here in the Jasmine looks a lot similar like this one right here in the Tiana. So I will be swatching both of those. And then what else? You know what? No, I don't think that looks a lot alike. This one looks a little bit like that one, but honestly, that one's darker, you guys. This one's more in your face type of blue. So I'm not going to do that one. This one right here with the Jasmine looks a little bit similar to this green, so I will be doing swatches of that. What else? What else? That's honestly it. This one looks a tiny bit of that one, but this one is more dusty lavender, and that one is just more of like a light purple. It doesn't really look a lot like. You guys would be surprised. There's not a lot of similarities. And this one has a black, but this one's a black with glitter, and that's a black, straight up matte black. So, yeah, there's not a lot of similarities. Like I said, people think they look alike, but in reality, it's like very rare. There's no use for me to swatch every single shade in here when maybe only 1 or 2 look alike. It would just be a huge waste of time. And there's not enough space on my arms. That's just honest truth. So let me do those first 2 pinks that I was showing you guys. They have this one, and they're both shimmers. So it's very surprising. So this shimmer right here, that's what I'm going to swatch up there on the Tiana palette. And I'm going to compare that one to the pink shimmer that's in the Jasmine palette, right? I'm going to show you guys right now. So I'm going to compare that one to this one right here. And I'm going to swatch both of those. Just a little side by side, like top and bottom sort of thing. Y'all, they look super close. They're both pressed pigment with glitters. Look at that. They're like twins. They look straight up. I want to say maybe the Tiana one's like one little thing like lighter. That's it. And they're fraternal twins, you guys. There's no way around it. They look so similar. They might as well be. Like I said, one is maybe lighter, the one on top from Tiana. But they're twins. They're twins. They're copies, okay? So next I want to do that green that I said. I'm going to swatch the one from Tiana real quick. That one's a lighter green. This one's a matte. And the other one's a matte as well, okay? So that's the one from Tiana. And that's where it is in the actual palette. I just want to show you guys so you guys, people will be like, what green was she comparing it to? This is the one from the Jasmine palette. That's the one that I'm going to compare that green to. This is a matte as well. And y'all, these ones look similar too. Oh my god. Okay, so the one on top, this is from Tiana and this is from Jasmine. I want to say that the one on top is maybe 2 shades darker than this one. Or maybe 1 shade. It's like 1 shade, yeah. But seriously, does that not look similar to you guys? Because honestly, eyeballing it right now, it looks super similar. But I don't know how it's coming off to you guys in the viewfinder. So y'all let me know if you guys think that looks super similar to me. It looks like, yeah, just like one tone shade difference. That's it. This is like really, honestly, they might as well be sisters. Okay, so lastly, I said that blue, right? That blue shimmer. So it was this blue right here in the Tiana palette. This blue right here. It's a shimmer. And I'm going to compare that one to a blue that's inside of the Jasmine right now. So this one's a very shimmer, buttery smooth color right there. That's a blue, okay? And I'm going to compare that one to this blue right here in the corner, to the Jasmine palette. That's another shimmer. Both are super buttery smooth. Y'all, no way. They totally like duped these out. Look at that. I will tell you that the Tiana one on top is a little bit darker. One shade tone difference, just like the rest of them. But look at these. So far, like, and those are the only ones. Like, there's nothing worth swatching and comparing to because they're not similar in that way anymore. Those are the 3 ones that I could find that honestly are dupes in themselves. If anything, there's like, I get that the purple one that I saw earlier, but this one from the Tiana is way darker than that one. That's why I didn't even bother with it. And then there was like another one, that lavender purple that I said. But honestly, the lavender right here on this side, on the Tiana side, it's darker. It's obviously eyeballing darker than the one from Jasmine. That's why I didn't bother with it. Everything else in here is, there's just no comparison. Even the yellows, I'm looking at the yellows, and the yellow in the Jasmine palette has more deeper, richer tone gold versus the one from the Tiana. Because the one from the Tiana right here, this is a yellow gold, right? And this is like a more truer gold. But this one right here, look at that. That is a richer tone gold compared to those two. They just don't compare. Honestly, you can't even tell. Like, there's nothing worth watching in there. And that's why I was like, okay, you know what? There's no need for it. They don't look alike to me. Eyeballing it, look. They just don't look alike, you guys. So, I'm going to clean my arm and we're going to start the comparisons to the Island Girl, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to be comparing the Island Girl to the Beauty Creations Tiana palette. And I think I didn't see a whole lot in here that made a difference, like really stood out to me, right? Of course, you have Tiana on top. You guys, hold on. Let me hold it differently right now because I don't want it to fall. But the Tiana's on top. And this is the Island Girl, the Moana one. I honestly don't see a whole lot. I want to say maybe one. This blue one looks hugely similar to this one. This dark blue. Actually, no. That one's more of like a violet, ultraviolet purple, bluish type of tone. Other than that, maybe that one right here, this terracotta, to that one. Any greens? You guys, there's like not a lot of ones in here. That's what I'm saying. You guys could totally have, if you have the Island Girl, you could totally get away with having Tiana, like off the bat. The other one had 3 similar colors, and because they were like hugely dupes, but this one, nah, I'm going to compare this one to that one, but even then, we could compare it a little bit to this one too as well, but not a huge difference. I'm going to compare that one definitely to this one right here because they do look super similar, just eyeballing it. Greens. This one looks a lot similar to that one that we duped earlier. It was actually a really carbon copy of it. So we're going to try to see if it matches this one again. That one kind of looks similar to that one, but not like, it's not like a huge difference. I definitely want to compare this one to that one because it does look super similar to that. So let's get started first with, I'm going to do that green, okay? So that green right here. We're going to try that one first. And we're going to try to see and compare it to this one right here from the Island Girl, okay? Those are the ones that I'm going to be swatching real quick. And like I said, you guys could totally get away with owning both. I don't feel like 3 matches is really something that you need to be worried about. I mean, honestly, if we're being honest, if your collection is as huge as mine, you technically duped out every single color that could be possibly have in any of your palettes. Now, are they all together in one single palette? Probably not. I know with mine, because I don't, for the life of me, I know people like to break down palettes and put them all like consolidated in one big palette. I can't do that. It hurts my heart to break them down, especially when they have really nice packaging. So this is the one from Moana. No, this is the one from Tiana up here. And this is the Moana one. And as you guys can see, this one's just more... They're very similar. I'm not going to lie. They're very similar. But this one is like one shade a darker tone green. This one is a lighter green. But they're close cousins, y'all. They're like half siblings. That's how close they are right now. So I'm not surprised, you know, that they've been doing that. They just did it earlier with the other one. The Jasmine one. There was 3 colors that were like... They might as well be siblings, right? Now I'm going to do that blue that I saw. So this blue one right here from Tiana. It's a shimmer. And I'm going to compare that one to this one from the Island Girl. That one right there. Both shimmers. They look super similar, like eyeballing it. I'm thinking that the one from Moana actually kind of looks darker. But like a tiniest bit darker. It's not like a huge deal. Definitely both have similar mattes too. I'm going to compare these 2 blue mattes too. For the matte that I had for my, the matte that I used for my transition shade. They look super similar. They look super similar in both palettes. I'm not even kidding. I'm looking at them like, dang, those are really close. Now look at this right here. This one from Tiana is lighter. It is. It's super lighter. This one at least, I'm going to say 2 tones difference. But they are cousins. So same thing. Like, you know, one is just more lighter than the other. But I don't know. It depends on you, right? If you can get away with like maybe, oh, they're not exactly full-on dupes, but they're like kind of similar to each other, then it's not a deal breaker for me anyways. Like I said, when you get to my point where you have a ton, technically all of mine can dupe each other out at this point where I am. It's too many, okay? Too many to count, compare, and all that stuff. It's crazy. So I'm going to try that same one that we already found that it does have a similar vibe blue from in the Jasmine palette. I'm going to do the same one, and I'm going to compare it to this blue right here, which I'm thinking already, I just saw it right now. The one from the Island Girl looks lighter than the one from Tiana. But just, you know, to get it out the way, I am going to swatch them for you guys. So I really am, I want to know. I'm curious too. Even though I technically don't really care, like, telling you guys, when you get to the point where you have as many palettes as I do, everybody here duped themselves. I'm pretty sure I can find a bunch of palettes that just have all these similar tones, and at the end of the day, do I need another green? No. Do I want it? Yes. And I'm going to compare it to that blue over here in the Island Girl. Like, oh my God, it looks so, look at that. They're both mattes. It's just the same thing. But I'm saying, like, eyeballing it, the one from Island Girl looks a little bit lighter. These are dupes. They're just like, they're very similar. They might as well be siblings. Look at, they're the same. They're the same. So that's 3 so far. And then I wanted to do, I believe, a green, right? No, I already did the green. Oh, it was the shimmer. It was the shimmer. So the Jasmine has a green shimmer in here. And I want it, it's actually like a pressed pigment. It's like a shimmer with glitter. So it's right over here. It's the one that I use on my overall lid. This one. I'm going to compare that one to the one over here in the Island Girl. This one. Even though this one looks darker. It does look honestly darker, but it's giving me similar vibes, and I just want to get it out the way. And obviously right now, just from the swatch, the one from the Island Girl is clearly darker. Look, but they do look like the same, just one just stood out in the sun and got a little tanner, you know. Both are really nice. I would, you know what? That one makes more sense. That one should have been together in the same palette as a Tiana. I think they just would have complemented each other so pretty. Let me see. What else? What else? I think I wanted to compare that brown one. Okay, so I said I wanted to compare this one, which is the only terracotta orange in this entire palette. Like it's a very, I want to call it a terracotta orange. That's what it looks like, a red orange to me. It's a matte. And I wanted to compare that to a similar shade over here on the Island Girl, which I'm not thinking they're full on, but this one in the Island Girl looks clearly lighter than that one. But like similar vibes, look. Just similar vibes. This one is clearly more darker, you can tell. It just has a richer tone red. This one has more red and this one has more orange in it. But still, like, come on. it does kind of give off that whole vibe. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing really here for me. There's a light one, but there's like, this one is way lighter. But I will do it just for the heck of it. So I'm going to do this one right here. I'm going to swatch this one, which is like a fleshy tone type of matte. And I'm going to compare that to another one over here. But like I said, they don't look the same. But I could be wrong. You know, so far we've been finding copies in here like crazy. So it's completely up to you at the end of the day. It's your money. You want to buy both? You buy both. I have all three. It doesn't make a difference to me, okay? And then over here we have this tone right here, which is giving off a similar vibe. But like I said, this one over here is a lot lighter, so you can tell that. See? One is just more lighter, peachy tone. The other one is just more of a caramely type of nudie, you know? You can, obviously, they do look different. And that's it, you guys. There's no other ones in here. Because there was like this dark blue one right here. But honestly, after looking at it, I was like, you know what? I kept thinking these two right here. You see these two? This one and that one. But you can clearly see that this one is actually a lot more vibrant. Versus this one is more of a darker blue. Can you guys see that? And it's just, it's not. You can't really compare them. So yeah, you guys, hopefully that helped you guys kind of decide if you guys want, you know, the Tiana palette. I really think it's worth the money. 35 shades, $19. There are similarities between obviously the Jasmine one and the Island Girl. As you guys can see, there are similar shades, but a 100% dupe, no way. There's only 3 dupes from the Jasmine palette, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. No, you can't compare that one with darker. But this one for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. 4 from the Tiana and the Island Girl. And I haven't compared them to the Halloween one. So if you guys are interested in me comparing the Clown one and the Ringmaster or the Madame Ruby, let me know and I can do that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. It's crazy over here. But I'm so grateful for those of you who are faithful to my channel and keep on watching my videos. I appreciate you guys so much, okay? Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.